Planning Commission. Mike?
Yes, first I apologize for being late this evening. Planning Commission met last night, and members of council have before them several memos, including comments on the proposed stormwater management ordinance, and also proposed amendments to the Borough Code in Saldo, this relating specifically to sidewalks and bollards. Excuse me, it was actually a very good discussion last night about sidewalks and the materials that we've been grappling with from a design standpoint, and the comments that resulted from that discussion are with the memo of March 7th, which you have in front of you. The other item which was also important is the draft proposal use description for a parking structure. And this took up some time last evening, but in the end was something supported unanimously by the Planning Commission. I see Warren is here, our Planning Chair. Do you have any comments you want to make quickly on that? So I did that well. And that's it for Planning Commission.
Are we recommending to take any actions on the parking structure amendment?
It is in a posture, I've got to look at this, I'm just seeing it for the first time. It is in a posture for, I believe, being given to the solicitor, incorporated into an amendment. The recommendation also is that the Borough Code Enforcement Officer, which is also our zoning officer, have the opportunity to also become familiar with the content before adoption, but that's been our regular process. That said, I believe it's ready to be put in a form which could be then authorized for advertising. Correct, Warren? If you want to come up and address that.
With respect to the use description for the parking structure, I would think as much as the Planning Commission would like that decision to be made this evening. The fact is everybody received that information probably sometime midday today. And what the Planning Commission usually works with is a work session the day or so after a Planning Commission meeting, and we look upon Borough Council to take that week between our meeting and Borough Council's formal meeting to take a look and familiarize themselves with whatever we're putting in front of them. So I would say as much as the Planning Commission would love to have the confidence of Borough Council to turn this over to the Borough Solicitor to start work on an actual amendment, certainly the Planning Commission would understand the Borough Council would like to take a look, read it first, and move on from there.
That's fine. So taking the chairman's suggestion, the status of this would be to take a look at it and then at our next work session discuss it and go forward from there with authorizing the solicitor to draft the formal ordinance amendment. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
That's good.
Thank you.
So we'll put that on the next work session agenda.
A question, would that include the zoning officer looking at it?
Let's see why not. It's fairly straightforward, and that's just part of the process. She doesn't have a defined role, correct, Mr. Cohen? So she can look at it really any time.
And it came in email? It's not something we have here, right? I don't have it here. So I'm not looking at the right thing.
I don't have it either.
Yeah.
Oh, it's there were 3 letters. There were 4 letters that came across.
I got 3.
Right. The parking lot letters right here.
Unless there was one tucked up under the. I had 3 that I copied. Oh,
There were 4. There were 3 votes and 1 letter that wasn't a vote. One was regarding borough ordinances. One was the stormwater management ordinance review. One was the the other one was the parking structure use description. So there is a.
When you have an email, sometimes you get a lot of attachments.
I don't know what your end looks like. I know there were 4.
But we do have an email on it. It's in an email we can look at. Okay.
Or in the
Okay, I really don't know what was copied, but there were 4 emails.
Okay.
I copied 3 because that's what I saw, unless there's. Well, okay. Well, we all have a couple weeks to look at it, but there's
Right.
I'll check it. It's not a very long one. It's like it's a 4-page proposed ordinance. I guess it's use description, proposed use description, and it's attached to a cover letter dated March 8th. Okay, so we'll be looking at that at our work session. Okay, anything else on the planning commission?
No.